Wait a minute, I think my microphone was on backwards this entire time. How embarrassing. Anyway, hello again. April Fools, I guess? I don't know. I feel like the scale of April Fools definitely changes over the years, and I don't even know if that translated pretty well or anything. Like it might have been awful to listen to. You might have not heard any of it, because I know I do have different mic settings compared to speaker settings. You know what? I could straight up listen to it right now. There was a huge pause and I accidentally played some parts twice, but whatever. It's so quiet. Hold on. You can kind of hear it. I think it gets a point across. Anyway, it's just in flavour, I suppose, of a recurring April Fool's bit where we basically do something for the first 20 seconds and then that's essentially the entire thing. I did joke about that maybe I was going to play the entire thing in reverse or something in this video today, but then I was like, that seems like too much effort. Also, how am I going to do that? My friend, I will say, they suggested to me, they were like, hey, dear darling, why don't you, that's a funny idea, but why don't you record it in reverse it, learn how it sounds like reversed, play it, record it again, reverse it, and then it will sound completely normal, but just really weird. And I would like to say, I tried it. It's really, really hard to speak in reverse. Because I would record it, I reversed it, and then I spoke what I heard, and I was like, this isn't even intelligible. So I was like, okay, put that, scrap that for now. If that's something I need to practice how to actually speak in reverse, because that's not doable in the 5 minutes or whatever I had for prep time. Also, I only had one take at actually trying to play those reverse sounds, because if you actually do reverse it, I am actually saying stuff. I'm not just saying nonsense. I'm actually saying like an actual simulated intro. But the thing is, I say the time, and the time has to be 6:11 PM. So I guess I could change the time, but I'm also like, I've got D&D in like 1 hour or so. So it's also a good idea for me to, you know, not spend too much time doing this. It's only for a silly bit of April Fool's fun. I will say though, why don't I actually make a thumbnail art now, which I was going to reverse the thumbnail art, which just basically means I guess I flip it, but flipping it's not going to look that crazy. So how else do I reverse it, to be honest? I'm not sure. What day is it today anyway? Today is going to be the, what, 2199? Okay. Bring it all back to you. Don't stop, never give up. That's not what I wanted. Okay, so 2199. What can we do to give the impression of it being reversed? I wish I remembered what I did for the other April Fool's days. Let's see. Because what day would it have been? It would have been day 8, but if I search day 8, so many things are going to come up. I remember the one I did in Japanese, and this one's definitely going to do title. Let's see. I mean, maybe day 8. If I just search day 8, it'll be fine. No, it searches day 80 something as well. Which actually was not a lot of day 89, so okay. So that one I did a placeholder. This one I did a speed run. I don't even remember this one. Oh, is this the one where I did an MS Paint editing at the beginning and no one commented on it? I remember. Oh no, I actually did do a speed run timer. I forgot. Wait, that's such a funny idea. Isabel, welcome, check mailbox, collect Nook Mars, fly to Harvey's Island, leaving Harvey Island, Nook Mile Island recipe, drink at Roost, find both recipes, return to Town Square. Did I actually keep us going throughout the entire thing? Oh, and then I hit the wrong button or something, and then it wouldn't record my splits anymore. I actually completely forgot about that. I think I like overwrit something. So I was like, oh no, I'm so bad at using this few times. That's actually a funny idea. I'm giving myself credit. That's a funny idea. Year 4, I didn't do one? Really? That doesn't sound right. Oh, I probably... Is that the one I did it in Japanese, maybe? Day 1174? Hold on. So it'd be 11... No, it wouldn't be 1174. It'd be about 1100? What's this? Day 5, okay. 1103. Budget kits. Okay, so that was the one I did the MS Paint version for. Okay, we're getting there. We're seeing what I did for each of them. I can't believe how many of them I've done. Okay, so this is in the day 800, so this is going to take a while to scroll through. Don't worry. See, all of this just to find out what sort of thumbnail I'm going to put. And I'm just going to like flip it upside down or something. So one of these I definitely did in Japanese, not April Fool's. Okay, that one I did in reverse. Okay, what did I do for day 8? Probably didn't do anything. Flo's melody. Okay, what can I do to make it feel like it's... I should just type the title in reverse. I should do the normal text and then... I'm genius. There we go. It's straight up just type the thing in reverse. I mean, I guess the logo I'll put in reverse as well. I can't really type animal. I can't really reverse the entire logo, unfortunately. So we're just going to do okay with flipping horizontal. But the rest of it will look the same. So it's only weird if you look too closely. There you go. That's something a little bit different. Otherwise, if I didn't do this, then... well, nothing will really happen. But it's going to be the same sort of reversing the image, which I did back in year 2, apparently. Okay, so we reversed it. Let's fix it all again. There we go. Boom. So then future me won't be like, why did I save it in the reversed version? So I did spend like 7 minutes there actually doing the Animal Crossing. But yeah, how are we doing? Doing good. I played a bit more of the Tomodachi Life demo. And then the conclusion I came to with a friend is that basically, it's actually kind of fun. I'm not going to lie. I actually played it instead of recording videos yesterday. Because I was like, it's also like midnight. I'm like, am I going to record a video at midnight? Probably not. I guess I could have. But yeah, it's actually quite fun. Like, I made myself, and then I was just like, this is a bit meh. And then I was like, okay, add another person. So I made another one of my friends, and I was like, okay, this is actually kind of funny. Like seeing, I can see where the humor comes from because they have like weird interactions and stuff. Like, I can't remember what we spoke about. And then in some way, I guess because I put myself in there, my friend in there, I'm like projecting, being like, oh my God, we so have a conversation like that, or we so never have a conversation like that. And then I added a third one, and it was like, okay, there's another friend. And it was basically the same as 2 friends, except for like, it's basically 2 of them hang out and then one of them just watches. And I'm just like, okay. I can see why this is appealing, because my goal of it is, because I know you can put like all weird and funny characters in, but what I would probably do is basically all of my friends, I would get them to make themselves in here. Or if not to make themselves, I would make them and they set their own personality. And then I would just want to have like as a simulator, it's not even a simulated microcosm of our friendship group. Like, I'm not even going to pretend to give it that sort of honor. It's a comedic microcosm of our friendship group, which I think would be honestly really, really amusing to see. So, because then it'd be like, oh, look at this funny thing which happened. Because it does remind me of another friend who played, I think it was Factorio. I actually don't remember which game it was, but it was that. He's also done it with Darkest Dungeon. He's also done it with Pokemon, where basically any time there are characters which you can name, and then it's more like we have different characters, is he named them after us. And then he would just basically post funny screenshots of being like, oh, dear darling, I don't know, like starved to death or something. And I was like, no, I've starved to death, or XYZ. Stuff like that, you know, just amusing things which happen, which are only amusing because we've like mad libs our names into them. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm actually going to play. Is it out yet? I keep forgetting what it's called. Tomodachi Life, a new life. Like, it's definitely not a game. I'm living a dream. It's definitely not a game I would ever stream or record. Okay, it seems like it's out. So I would consider it. It's actually genuinely quite a fun game. I'm not gonna lie. I can see the appeal. I can see the vibe of it. And I mean, I'm in the fortunate position where I have a ton of friends. So it's pretty easy for me to just be like, okay, I'll just make one and then I'll do that. I don't know, what's the max amount of people you can have in Tomodachi Life? Tomodachi Life, max number of characters. $70, okay. In the new one. Okay. So apparently they can have babies as well, which is just the most haunting thing to do if you use your friends, I suppose. But I mean, it's not like haunting things don't happen in Factorio as well, to be honest. 70. I don't know if I could do 70. I don't think I have 70 friends who I'd be like, okay, do you want to be a part of my Tomodachi Life? Like, I could probably, I think, get to like 20-ish. Pretty like easily, and then if I really wanted to bump the numbers up, I think I could probably get to like 40 or something. But then it's also like, what am I doing at that point? I'm getting like that'd be cross contamination of so many different friendship groups, which I'm just like, the vibes are off, the vibes are strange. There's actually nothing wrong with that at all. It's just it would just be weird to see, to be like, oh, you know, this person, like my high school friend is interacting with like I don't know someone I know from like work or something. It's just a bit of a strange situation, don't you think? Anyway, sorry, it's not really April Fool's talk. No, that's an aside. We'll talk about that more tomorrow. I also have just realised I've not talked about any of the Steam games I played in these YouTube videos. I normally do reviews of Steam game, well, not Steam games, sorry, games in general that I've played, but I just realised I've completely forgotten to do that recently. Like, I haven't done it for Koira, I haven't done it for the Secret Salami Detective or whatever it's called. No, that was the first one, wasn't it? What was the second one? I don't remember, but the haunted ghost camp something. But yeah. What am I going to say about that? I don't know, to be honest. Yeah, so I mean, talking in reverse is actually very, very difficult. So that was meant to be what the focus of this video was about. It's extremely difficult. I could not make it work. So that's why I'm sorry I'm not talking about reverse throughout the entire thing. But it does remind me of this random kid or something we've seen. Like he had like a news article about him or something, or maybe like a spot on the news where it's like he has a secret power that he can just speak things in reverse. So he had like a reversing app which he would do, and then someone would say to him something like normally, and then he would speak it in reverse, and then the reversing app would reverse it, and it would be like almost flawless. Which, if anything, goes to show, I suppose, the power of the synapses within a kid's brain to be able to sort of put together how to reverse a phrase very well, just like that, you know. While the malleability of a neurological organ is still there. Why am I speaking so weirdly? It's amusing to see it actually fully in action like that. Let's see if I can find it. Boy who can speak backwards perfectly, or something like that. The backwards dude, no. He can speak perfectly in reverse. thgirb, is that him? thgirb. Meet Zach, the 10-year-old who can speak backwards. Okay, obviously I can't play this out loud. But I like remember the vibe. He had like an iPad with like a reversing thing in it. Was it from Australia? Maybe. I don't know if this was the exact one I saw. This was 1 year ago. My son can speak backwards. Is it this guy? I don't know. It's someone else. It's not how I remembered him. He can speak perfectly in reverse. Thanks, YouTube Short. This is Sam, a young man with autism who communicates by speaking in reverse. Okay. Speaks in reverse. That wasn't the one I had in mind. Then you're a boy who can speak backwards fluently with a Scottish accent. This is the one I've seen 13 years ago. He's 23 now. He's got the iPad app and everything. Anyway, so I don't have that level of ability, I'm sorry to say. I mean, maybe I could probably get like a few phrases down by practicing, but I was just like, literally I was preparing this like a few minutes before I actually started recording, and I was like, there's not enough time to do this. Like, I can't figure out how to do this in time. I don't know what other April Fools have been going on. That's what I usually do, isn't it? I normally look up what April Fools have been going on throughout the web, but to be honest, there's probably not a lot. I feel like April Fools isn't as big a thing anymore. Sure, the independent, what's going on? There's only 5 things. Are you serious? Because it's just like social media accounts or something posting things, and it's just like, haha, good fun. Tesco unveiled its latest product, a giant boiled egg. Okay. Weather reactive glasses. That's actually kind of fun. I actually kind of, if I existed, I kind of love that. Like, I need like a compilation of what the things are. Tinned Hawaiian pizza, that's crazy. I love that. Garlic bread, that's kind of great. Now, the thing is, now I sort of need to narrow my eyes at all of these, because, like, are these actual pieces of artwork, or that people have made and stuff? Or are these just AI generated? Which would be a big SMH. Okay, well, this one surely is not. It's good vibes are being infused with good art vibes. We just surely took a picture of a factory. Maybe. I don't know. And it kind of sucks that this is the landscape of the world we live in now. What's been going on in Reddit then? We used to have like these social experiments every 2026, but nowadays it's basically just with Japanese companies. Like, I only hear about April Fools really through the gacha games I play. I will say Honkai Star Rail, they made a whole remake of whatchamacallit. What is it called? It's called Never Gonna Give You Up, the Rick Astley song. What is the April Fool's joke ever? Sorry, this is just normal Reddit now. You know, let's do Power World. Power World had a great one where they did like the dating sim every single time. Do I play Power World? Nope. More than just pals. Is that like a, did they, because I feel like they should do that. They should just release a DLC expansion for it every single year. Is this a Power World subreddit? Why does it look so Power World official? Is it this one? No, that's a user. What? Is this actually the Power World subreddit? I'm surprised there's no theming, or is it because I'm on old Reddit? Do you only have theming on the new one? Okay, you do have theming. We need to go on like their Twitter or something. See what's going on. No funny trailers or anything? I don't know. Apparently there's not a lot of April Fools going on. Power World. More than just Power's special video. Oh. Oh no, they do have a follow-up video. They do generally just do the same thing over and over again. Which is, you know, I respect them for it. I don't know what's going on anymore. No new characters? What's happening? I say is I don't watch a video and skip through it. Okay, well Power World's doing something. Good on them. Oh yeah, Umemusume did a collaboration with Maki Bao. I saw that one. I don't know any of these. April Fool's Day Neopets Mega Thread? Oh, they replaced everything with the original MS Paint drawings. Wait, that's pretty good. I actually kind of love that. Equestria at War, April Fools. What? I don't even know what's going on. April Fool. Is there anything that Reddit's doing for April Fools? No like experiment or something? which is really sad because the April Fool's Reddit experiments are actually some of the greatest things. But no, these are just actual subreddits. Is anyone doing a big compilation of all the April Fools out there? What's going on? April Fool's devs? April Fool's cat facts? Linus coin? Okay. I don't know what's going on. Well, okay. There we go. That's April Fool's for you. I suppose that's kind of it, you know, for me. I don't have any... That was my April Fool's prank. It's not a very good one. That's about it. I'm going to go continue preparing for D&D in about an hour or so. So, I guess we'll round this episode up here, and hold on.